If you're talking about the move where she like sets this up,
within a certain range of Dizzy. This continuous damage cannot be negated by blocking. The tension gauge depletes while the field is deployed, with it disappearing once the tension gauge is empty. It will also disappear if Wings of Light is used again. It is highly effective once deployed, but requires a long setup time before it begins dealing damage. It does not disappear after blocking an attack. You can activate it while you have the advantage, then move carefully to put pressure on the opponent. Imperial Ray traps the opponent in ice before setting them aflame. This move is invincible as it comes out, so try using it to interrupt the opponent's strings. Gamma Ray. With the help of Necro and Undine, Dizzy fires a massively high-power laser. It requires 100% tension gauge to activate, but deals massive damage on hit. Try going for this as a follow-up while the opponent is in the frozen state. Dizzy has many special moves that allow her to control the opponent's movement, making her excel in neutral. I use this to catch fish, and Beguile's sword, with their excellent range, work especially well at catching the opponent. After landing a hit, using We Talked a Lot Together can make a strong start for the neutral game. Depending on the situation, you can follow up I used this to catch fish with Ice Field. Using Far Standing Slash or Standing Heavy Slash after a dash is very potent during Ice Field. When you have enough tension gauge, start preparing Wings of Light and try to buy time until it activates. Keep the opponent away with their oppressive pokes until Wings of Light activates to drain the rest of their health. Thank you for watching.
Alright, man, I'll watch it.
At her disposal, allowing her to freeze the opponent as well as the ground. Put pressure on the opponent to control space and pass through their defense with Wings of Light to seize victory. Frozen. Certain moves put the opponent into the frozen state. Frozen state is a special damage condition and ends after either a set duration of time or when the opponent is hit. The extended knockback it causes creates an opportunity to land a powerful move. I used this to catch fish. Generates an ice pillar from the ground. The positioning of the ice pillar varies between the slash and heavy slash versions. This move puts the opponent into the frozen state on hit. It can be followed up into Ice Field partway through the move, so try to find the right option for your current situation. Ice Field temporarily freezes the ground. Moving over the ground in this state performs a sliding movement. The ice breaks when a character is knocked down during Ice Field, dealing additional damage making it impossible to tech. This creates a great opportunity to set up We Talk a Lot Together and go on the offense. These effects apply to both the player and the opponent, so be careful when you use this move. For Roasting Chestnuts. Releases a projectile above. Once out, the projectile moves toward the opponent after a set duration of time. Dizzy will be at the advantage when it is blocked at close range, creating an opportunity to start pressure with Close Standing Slash. We Talked a Lot Together Generates a
Regular
projectile
fish.
that bites the opponent. The projectile moves forward slowly, beginning the bite attack after approaching the opponent.
That's good.
The punch version flies at a higher height, attacking in reaction to aerial opponents. The kick version flies at a lower height,
The kick
attacking in
version.
reaction to grounded opponents. Find the right version for your current opponent and situation. Mikhail Sword generates a sword to perform a slashing strike attack. The slash version has fast startup and works well in combos. The heavy slash version has slower startup, but the long range makes it viable as a poke from afar.
Janimba?
The heavy slash version in particular deals excellent damage, so try landing it as a follow-up when the opponent is in the frozen state. Wings of Light. This move generates...
I'm still shocked that Wings of Light is not a super. But it requires activation. Well. Okay. She looks cool. I ain't gonna lie, she looks cool. I ain't gonna lie. You know, she'll get some burn. I'll reinstall the game. I'll reinstall. Slayer was not gonna get me to reinstall. No.
Wings that follow Dizzy. After a set duration of time, the wings deploy a field that deals continuous damage to opponents within a certain range of Dizzy.
That stuff does so much
This
damage.
continuous damage cannot be negated by blocking.
You literally lose like
Tension
half-life.
gauge depletes while the field is deployed, with it disappearing
I feel
once
like-
the tension gauge is empty.
I feel like they gave her Wings of Light to be able to fight Happy Chaos. I think that's why they gave this to him. They gave this to her to be able to fight characters like Chaos. I gotta be honest. This is straight up anti-Chaos, anti-Nago, anti-Chip. Even the speedsters that rush her down, when she's getting rushed down, you have to leave her alone. Like, you gotta leave her alone. So it's like she's getting rewarded for not doing anything. The thing is, Wings Light is a full screen. No. So you're missing the point. If she activates that, let's say she activates it, you start fighting her, whatever, right? You pull up, do damage and do pressure, you're blocking, right? They're probably gonna take damage while you're blocking. You know what I'm saying? So Dizzy just existing in neutrals. It's not that it's global. It have to be global. If you're blocking, she's getting rewarded. That's good for her. Which means, like, to be quite frank with you, she'll be right the way she was before. Her throw game was always silly. Her strike throw has always been silly. So if you are dying from that Wings of Light stuff and then she grabs you, you just lose. That's it. Like, she does a tick throw and you just lose. That's it. Game over. So she's probably gonna be the same character she was before. The ice fish are gonna be able to just take hits for her and tank stuff. Meanwhile, she just blocks. It's like Eddie, but you don't have to control it. And then she has fish that goes in the air too, which seems pretty strong. So, like, all things considered, like, yeah, I think she's going to be a very strong neutral control character. It's like Jacko without all the micromanaging. It's an easier version of Jacko in my book. It looks like they took away some of her set play options, but I mean, losing set play to have such strong neutral as this, the set play is like, oh, well, I get to set up Wings of Light, so no additional air movement either. They took away her double air dash. Sucks. Single air dash is fine if that's the case. I don't think that's necessarily too bad, given how Guilty Gear Strive is anyway. She doesn't need a double air dash in this game. Dizzy's already good enough with a single air dash, to be honest. At wall assault, wall break, positive equals checkmate. I think definitely Dizzy with Wings of Light with positive bonus is probably gonna be nuts. But we have yet to see. From what I've seen already, she's good. She looks really good. I'm interested. This definitely got me wanting to just turn the game back on, at least for a little bit. Take a look and see what's going on. I saw some things with the trailer, which I'll probably cover maybe tomorrow. But this right here, I could probably, since I did this here, maybe I'll just upload this today. But I think she looks good personally. I'm not gonna sit and tell you top 10 like that. This is like my first comeback to Guilty Gear content. Looking at Dizzy starter guide, she look cool to me. She looks cool to me. So, and she comes out like what, Thursday? So there's other things I want to talk about, not today in particular or in this video. I'll point out later in another video on the way. So, but I'll turn it back on. I'll give it a little bit of burn. Give it a little bit of burn. Nothing too crazy. Just a peep Dizzy, see what's up. But from an animation standpoint, she's gorgeous. Her design, gorgeous. This is the best I've ever seen Dizzy. And she looked great in Excerpt, but this is something else. This is a whole nother level. So like, I feel like this might, and I'm gonna say very loosely, might be a really good season for Strive. Mostly because I feel like I can relate some quick thoughts here while I'm looking at Dizzy about Strive. Is like, it feels like each season they keep trying to make a new game, and they're trying to figure out which way to go with Guilty Gear after this game. That's why every season seems so drastically different, despite adding mechanics. So while I might not be playing this game competitively, I still keep my eye on it. I still look to see if there's anything cool. I do think the Lucy DLC is dope, obviously. But you know, Dizzy and Venom coming back, I was concerned Venom wouldn't come back because, you know, story reasons, and Jacko would be the replacement for him. But having both characters in the game, that's gonna be something. So I'm really wondering how these two specifically, you know, Dizzy and Venom in particular, are gonna really shake things up. Let's see how they're gonna shake stuff up. It might not be to any major capacity, who knows? But at the very least, what I'm seeing so far of Dizzy, she looks pretty good. She looks kind of like what I would expect her to be personally. Robokai's coming. If Venom's in the game, Robokai might be coming. So we shall see. We shall see. So we'll see. So far, so good. I'll be willing to give this season a try. Competitive, I doubt it, but just to mash on the game, have a little bit of fun again in Guilty Gear. I haven't played Guilty Gear in like, I don't know what, almost 2 years now. So it should be fun, at the very least. So that's gonna do it here on this Dizzy starter guide. So let me get up out of here on that one. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen Dizzy, but let me know how you guys are feeling. You know, this could be the return of Guilty Gear content, so we'll see. Talk to me in the comments below how you feeling about Dizzy. How's season 4 looking for you guys so far from what you've seen from the trailers? Talk to me, let me know. I'll catch y'all next video. Deuces, gooses.